Hey guys, welcome into my review of the PlayStation Vita. I almost said Samsung Galaxy, I'm too used to saying that recently. Let's zoom out there. I can zoom in with this, look, here we go. Whee! That is terrible. Alright, let's zoom back out. So yes, this is the PlayStation Vita, made by Sony. I'm going to kind of give you a quick hardware look, give you kind of the main buttons. You've got your D-pad here, which is of course standard to PlayStation. You got two analog sticks. There's a right analog stick now as opposed to just being one. There's your circle, triangle, square, and X buttons. Start and select were a tad bit small for my liking. You also got your speakers here and here, which are quite annoying because if you're playing the console, your fingers are pretty much covering them, so that's quite an issue. And your home button. On the bottom you have your 3.5mm headphone jack and a proprietary crappy Sony thing that plugs into your computer and your charging dock and all that kind of thing. On here you have your volume up and down rockers, an expansion port here, which is for something, I'm not really sure what that's for. Your Vita game slot, which are basically SD cards. They look quite like SD cards, a bit rounded at the top, but they're okay, they're alright. They're quite small. Metal Gear Solid HD collections in there at the moment, and it's kind of pushed down to click feature, like most kind of card reading consoles. So you can hear that click there. And also here's your power button. On the front you also have your little tiny forward facing camera, and on the back you have a rear facing camera there. Also on the back here, you don't notice it really, but there's actually a touchpad which is all touch sensitive. There's pretty much this whole back is touch sensitive as well as the forward facing screen, which is also touch sensitive. It's okay, but there's some gripes with it I've had. The fact that basically when you're trying to use this, you're playing it, and like Metal Gear Solid 3 on the HD collection, they've added the ability to slash with the knife by doing that. And if you're playing the console, your fingers and hands are like this. If I turn it over, as you can see, my fingers are on the back. So every time, even if I move it slightly, it picks it up and then uses a knife, which is really annoying. I've had quite a few games now that have like messed up and have few issues with the back touchpad, and you can't turn it off, which does do my head in a little bit. So I'm not particularly fond of it. But it's quite cool when you're doing some games, you can kind of squeeze both together in the same place, and it does moves and stuff. You can like squeeze a soldier in Metal Gear Solid and like throttle him, throttle his neck. So you can kind of do that kind of thing. There's quite a few different games where you can squeeze things, but that's the only real thing I've noticed with it. And in Uncharted you could go up a ladder by doing that, which you could easily do with this. But yeah, there's a kitten. Oh, how cute. So yes, let's look at the actual software itself. If you turn it on here, you get the main menu screen, which is your kind of standby screen. There's time, date, and all that. If you slide it down here, it's like a rip-off wallpaper kind of effect, and you have your main menu. This is your kind of this is what you're going to see every time you turn your console on. This is your kind of main app store, not store really as such. It's more of your home screen, like on the iPhones. If you go right, you've also got games you're playing. You can get quite a few different things going at once. So you can have like your web browser, your friends list, that kind of thing. There's quite a few different apps here. The bog standard ones it comes with is music, video, remote play, settings, that kind of thing. Your standard guff on a console. Here's games that I have: Metal Gear Solid HD, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, and quite a few different other ones. There's also Equilibrium here, but basically it just puts them randomly. You have to kind of move them around yourself by holding stuff down. You can move stuff around, very like the iPhones. So you can click on it and it moves it. So if I want to move, let's say remote play, I can lift that, drag it up to the main top, and I can dunk it where Welcome Park is, and that'll move Welcome Park down. So yeah, it's very simple, very user friendly. One of the main things, of course, they said about this device is, of course, it has cameras on it. So I wanted to check out the cameras, and they're not very good. It's very bare bones, and it's very kind of simple and not feature friendly, I don't think. It has a few features, like you can do forward facing and back facing, you can do video while forward facing as well, which is nice. You also got this, which you can make the screen smaller. I don't really know why you'd want to do that, to be honest. You can make it as big as it can go. And you've got this button here, takes a photo, or you can actually physically press the button there. With video and stuff like that, it's not very good. I'll upload a video at some point where it actually shows video. But it's not a very good camera at all. If I show you the forward facing here, it kind of gets me in shot as well as the camera. So yeah, it's not brilliant, but it does what it does, and I think it's slightly better than the 3DS's camera. Alright, so yeah, that's the bare bones features of it. Right, so this console can play Vita games, Metal Gear Solid. It can also play, well, I saw the name and I had to say it for some reason. You can also play PSP and PS1 games. I'm hoping they add PS2 support at some point, because they've just released Grand Theft Auto 3 on the PSN store, so I'm really looking forward to playing that on the go. Apart from the iPhone, obviously, because it's on the App Store. So here I have right now playing a PSP game. So I'll load up some Peace Walker here, and I'm playing it right now. So right now I'm kind of in an area where I have to take an enemy down. So in theory I can do this and not die. There's a cat eating my finger. It's gone away now. So let's hit start here. And if I sneak up behind this guy, and if I come up behind him, and in theory I can pull out my gun,
press the L button to detect enemies.
And in theory, and I'm gonna die. Damn it.
You've been spotted. Run for it. It's either that or take out every last enemy soldier.
As you can see, I haven't had long to play this game. So it's not exactly the best showing of Metal Gear Peace Walker ever. But it basically just gives you a quick idea what the game is like and that kind of thing. What the graphics are like, it is very, very nice. It kind of gives you a full-on view of the game. You can also change your settings here, which basically allow you to change different controls. Now, of course, with the older PSP games, they had the dual analog. They only had one analog stick. So most PSP games used the face buttons as the camera buttons. But with this, you can kind of set the right stick to do different features. So I can set it right now to do right stick. I can do left and right, or I can get it to do the D-pad, or I can get it to do select start. That kind of thing. I'll have it right set now, set to, so it's actually the camera, which is nice. So it's got the core features with it. And you can also do touchscreen abilities here. So if I went down there and I pressed that, I could actually get it to do weapons in theory. Hang on, can I get it to do weapons? Yeah. If I come out of this now, if I press on it, in theory that'll actually do something. No, okay, it's not doing. I'm still paused. That's why. Let's unpause. As you can see there, it just changed my weapon by pressing the screen. Of course, Peace Walker didn't have touchscreen capabilities, so that's quite cool in its own right. And I'm nearly out of this rating here, the cop rating. It's like bloody cool. It's like GTA. Let's pretend to be dead. Let's lie down on the floor. That's always good. So I'll do a full review on this game at some point. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys a quick impression of it and see what it looks like, that kind of thing. I don't seem to be able to lie down properly. No, all I can do is lie down slightly. Okay, it's fine. I'll learn. Anyway, all right. So that's what PSP games look like. Let's come out of that. And let's load up Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker HD. It's probably one of the best looking games on the console for me right now. Having played Metal Gear Solid 4 recently, I've recently got into the series, so I decided to pick up this on the console. Of course, it's missing Peace Walker, but I got Peace Walker today for free due to having money on my GameStation card. So you have a selection too here. I just want to show you off the graphics of this console and how it does the rendering and the emulation of a PS2 game. And of course, they've actually modified the game obviously to work with the Vita. They've modified it with touch controls, as I said earlier, and they've put a few different features in there. The loading times are really quick and really nice, and it works very, very well. I'm very, very happy with this console. It's very nice. It looks good. I haven't had any issues with looks. It looks okay. It's not you're going to wake up and go ugh. It's okay. So I kind of want to show you some gameplay. If we can skip all this intro crap and then get to the gameplay, I want to show you. The thing is, I'm in a cave right now. So it's probably going to be quite dark. I wish I got somewhere that wasn't. So I don't know if it was going to really show off the graphical capability, but it looks a lot better than Peace Walker does. I can't show any PS1 games because I haven't got any on here at the moment, but PS1 games run fine from when I used to have them on my old Vita. So here we go, it's the intro title screen thing here. That's going to give you an idea. That's as loud as the speakers will go as well.
Darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart. But you're so supreme. I give my life.
So yeah, there's that. Amazingly good song, and it's in the intro all the time as well, so you can skip it if you want, but that was only normally available when you actually, you know, played the intro section of the game, but it actually seems to constantly play. And as you can see there, the graphics are very nice, it's very sharp, and I think this would look better than if you put it on a PS3, because this is a smaller screen, it's smaller resolution, and it will pack those pixels right down. It's going to make it look a lot sharper. So I think that this game looks amazing, and Metal Gear Solid series is a very, very good series, and it's a good way to show off the console, because I don't really know any other games that really push the console to its limits. This really shows off some of the really cool aspects. With this game, I'm going to do a full review on this at some point too, but I've been really impressed with it so far, so go out and buy this game right now. With the console, it's about £200. I got mine for, must have been 100, no, it was 150 pre-owned. It's about 200 quid for a new console, annoyingly. But yeah, as you can see there, it's not, as I said, it wasn't really very good. It's like so dark in here, you can only see me. That's useful. See, that's not good at all. Look at that. There's a thing up there where I can't even make out what it is. So yeah, not a really good way to show it off. Sorry about that. I'll do that. I'll show you the game fully when I do a review. But anyway, that's really the console. What do you guys want to see on it? I can do some more videos on different features and everything else. Remote play works brilliantly on this, but it's not as fully fledged as Sony were saying it's going to be, unless they need to still unlock some features. It's kind of limited right now. Same as they've only updated it recently to be able to play PS1 games, and most PS1 games don't work. I mean, Spyro isn't on there. There's quite a few different games I can't get hold of right now, which I was able to on the PlayStation Store for my PSP and all that kind of thing. So I really, really hope they unlock the features that the Vita has, and if they do, I mean, it's going to make it a lot better. One last thing I forgot to mention is there's actually a little tiny slot down here, and in there is your mini micro duo memory card. They're a bomb worth. This is one thing you really should worry about with the review. I forgot to mention it until now. The memory cards, I'm going to take it out because it's going to, I don't think it likes it if you take it out. I got an 8GB one in there. I got that for free by accident because the employees at the shop I bought it from forgot to take it out, and they were trying to get me to buy another one, and thankfully I said no because I didn't have any money. Thankfully I said no because otherwise I'd have two of the bastards. So you can get them in 4GB, 8GB, 16 and 32, and they are amazingly pricey for a gigabyte's worth of space. I think this is normally like an 8GB is like 30 quid in the UK, which is just mind-blowing, and I got it for free, as I said. You can get them pre-owned places, but, you know, I mean, I don't want some guy's photos, because there were some guy's photos on here. I've deleted them now, but it's like, what? Okay, I don't really want to see that. I saw his house and everything else. It's kind of weird. Anyway, if you want to do some more videos on this, I will. And if you want to do some videos on Peace Walker, I can. In theory, it just means holding the console up close to the screen and you guys not worrying about the sound quality. Alright, thanks for watching. Comment down below if you want one of these, or if you have one of these, comment and tell me what you think of the console. But until next time, that's me, out.